Bismillah, Fisra, Saramala, Kudu Bombard, Yaile Bombard, Alexiot Jocelyn, Yo, Rastafari. Blessings, Raising Queens family. How are we this evening? Discerning weakness. For everyone, it is not the same. Some feel as if they are obligated to be a part of the process and that they've fallen short of their responsibilities when they've turned their backs on the one who is troubled. If a man's family is not living in accordance with the Most High's laws, sometimes he seems as if he is weak, even if he does not deal with them when they are causing problems. I can ask an atheist to know of God and believe in him, but he needs more to know what makes him righteous before he turns away from the church. Logically, men feel weak when they've been cowardly, but who of man is worth being brave for? I felt weak in my undiscipline, but who is to say what is undisciplined when a cowardly act can seem as weak as a recklessly undisciplined one? Now, I think weakness is considered by most to be an extremely negative occurrence, but some may still be able to gather fear as a positive aspect of emotional weakness, where compromising and longevity is directly concerned mostly. It is true I don't have many physical or emotional weaknesses. I suppose I'm a pretty much well-rounded individual, balanced in their emotional stasis, so to speak, but I still find conflict in my philosophies on what exactly weakness is, since I don't really feel like I can have many that I can point out. However, as a righteous individual, you will know there is very little that can hurt you. I mean, even if you thought you would die, you would know that you were dying for an almighty and omnipotent savior or being. Even when you know that your friends or so-called people who believe that they are or deceiving you, or how do you say, conflicting you, have been in your presence, you will know that when you were righteously intending to do them no harm, when you go away from them, it will bring them great distress. So you would never fear death. But I want you to understand the difference between these feelings or emotions and weakness itself. A righteous individual, you will know there is very little that can hurt you. You accept and expect to suffer, and suffering temptation, your only weakness is the indulgence of those things that are not in accordance with the pure love of submission and sacrifice. You know, everything else that you indulge in your life, even if you, as something as small as having a meal that you worked hard for, it's not considered weakness. You worked for it. You probably worked all day and then came up with it right as the time as you were leaving your place of business. But I want you to understand that real weakness is the indulgence, and I mean the overindulgence of things that we know are not pure. They represent no love. They represent no true submission or sacrifice to anything but one's own desires. And if you can avoid doing that, you will definitely surpass a lot of your enemies and anything that can come up against you if you know for a fact that you are being selfless in your actions. Blessed be Jah, Holy Rastafari.